Good afternoon, President Chartrand.
How are you doing?
Sorry, we're late.
That's okay. I understand you had a busy caller.
We did have a busy caller. It was the Stony Mountain local, just saying thanks to everyone for helping out, get them started this year, and thanking you for all the work that you do.
Oh, good. Wait, we'll shut this door. These dogs are going crazy here.
They must know it's time for them to be on the air.
Yeah, they want to be heard. I'm too, I guess. They go barking here. And I'm just getting ready. I got to take off to Toronto today, so I'm off for a few days, and we're meeting with lawyers and getting ready on that MNC lawsuit. Of course, MNC sued us after MMF left and blamed us and tried to accuse us of trying to damage the reputation of the MNC to make MMF stronger and all these other kind of innuendos and false statements. But we have to go to trial in January, so they sued us. So we beat them twice already. They already paid us $270,000, but this is going to cost a lot of money, and we anticipate we will win. All this is a bunch of lies. So MMF has always been the biggest and strongest government, always will be. It's just a proven fact, and history has shown that. So, but again, it's you can't stop somebody from suing you when they want to sue you. But where they're getting their money from is the interesting part, because we can't use government funding for litigation cases. So it'll be interesting how and where they get money from. And these cases already spent about $600,000 suing us, and they lost. So it'll be another maybe $1.5 million. Where they're getting the money from, they probably have a big surplus of government funding, but you're not supposed to use the government funding for litigation, especially frivolous ones like this one, and where they've already lost twice and they'll lose a third time. So, but again, it's their attempt to hurt the Federation and hurt our name and hurt my brand, and knowing that I'm well respected all over Canada. But it just shows you that. But there's only two of them left now. Even where do they get that authority to spend money? There's only Alberta and Ontario now part of the MNC. Everybody else is gone. Saskatchewan left, BC left, and both of them wrote letters saying we want nothing to do with this lawsuit against the MMF. So it's just Ontario that's leading everything mostly, and Alberta's falling right behind. So we'll go to court, and we'll take our 10-week trial apparently, and then from there we'll just move our agenda forward and hopefully sue them, get our money back, and then move ahead. But on good news, that is a bad news. On the good news, it's been a hell of a good year. We go back and reflect. We got over 1,000 people bought their homes. I just reflected thoughts. I was reading notes from Kat here, and it just really gives you a sense of pride. We stood together with Ontario Chiefs against Ontario Métis Nation. Well, Métis Nation Ontario is what their brand is, and Métis Nation Alberta on Bill 53, and it died. So it's finished because their people are not Métis; they're fake Métis. So we stood with Ontario, supporting them on those lies that were coming from Ontario. And so then we also signed the St. Madeleine MOU, returning the land, St. Madeleine, back to our people, and we'll be, of course, continue to work on that in partnership with the province. We established the Red River Métis Power Corporation. We opened the grand opening of the Lake Manitoba Resort. And for those who are going to be wanting to find a place to put their camper, have a beach not far away, a lake not far away, a golf course in front of you, a cruise shop, restaurant, and direct water sewer hookup. You can't beat that, I tell you. So that these things will be ready by spring. They're still working on them for the winter. The lots, I think they have 75 lots off the start, and they'll build 75 more after that. So we're looking forward to that. Then, of course, our River Métis Tree Nursery is moving ahead as planned. Our second pharmacy in Dawson was a major success. I think all the Métis and First Nation and non-Indigenous people that support our pharmacy, I want to thank them for that. And because it goes to a good cause, it goes back to our elders and our families and citizens that need help. And then don't forget, we got started a Red River Métis Business Directory. We got over 800 verified Red River Métis businesses signed up there already. That is powerful. There's more than 800 businesses of Métis in Manitoba, but 800 are signed up already, and that just gives me goosebumps, to be honest with you, and pride. And, of course, we bought the Tree Maine, and we bought the 191 Pioneer, 171 Pioneer, I believe, and 200 Maine. And those are, featured in some really nice videos I've seen on TikTok. Somebody has a drone, I guess, driving there. Our building stands tall with the rest of them, just beautiful, So just a great sense of pride. Our MMF sign's up there now. And so I know a lot of our people are so proud how far we've come. And we still got more to go. I understand that somebody was talking about the upcoming election this year is coming 2025. The Liberals in the polls do not look good. But again, they didn't look good in 2015. They won, so we'll see what happens here. And the Conservatives have not yet committed nothing to the Métis Nation and the Red River Métis. So we're looking forward to see if they want to partner with the Red River Métis, or are they going to just say they ignore us and treat us like we are nobody. If we are nobody, then we'll tell our people, this is what you're voting for, here's your options, and you make a choice. I know that there was a caller up there that called in saying, can't wait to get rid of the Liberals. I keep talking change the government. But people are forgetting what this government has done. And that's why I commend the government. I don't care what brand it is. If it is Conservatives, they did that to us, I would be proud to speak highly of them, like I spoke, highly of Brian Mulroney, Joe Clark, all those Conservatives, because they worked with the Métis, they worked with the Red River Métis, and they supported our Métis Nation. So, but when you have a government that do not respect you nor support you, then you've got a problem. And you're going to have conflict for sure, there's not a question. So when you look at that, I just get remind our people, look at over, I think it's 1,100, close to 1,200 houses now have been bought by our families. Close to 1,200.
Right.
Without that housing program, that never would have happened. These people would never have owned their homes, probably.
That's true.
So people can't forget these things. We got over 2,000 students at the university that are getting support. Every student is so appreciative, and so is their parents and grandparents. And without that government they criticize today, that never would have happened. So you got to reflect the thoughts. There's so many, and I'll go through them after the new year. But there's so many different things we got to be proud of. I know right now we got the support of the NDP, we got the support of the Green Party, the Bloc, the Liberal Party to support our treaty. I do know that the Dakota Sioux is suing us here, suing the federal government and us, saying that there was not enough consultations with them regarding the treaty. And they had about 3 lawsuits on us. They're suing on the actions in Portage, La Prairie, on South Point, where we have contracts and partnerships with the company that's won the bid. We also have, they're suing us on the Forks and Winnipeg, basically saying it's theirs. It was theirs before anybody else, including the First Nations. So First Nations, Ojibwe and Cree will have to figure out how to defend themselves in that argument. The Sioux are saying their exclusive rights are theirs. So, but the lawyer representing them said something quite unique to our legal team, saying that he's got a few chiefs now of Soto and Cree that are going to also step in and sue the MMF. Well, and try to stop the treaty. Well, I'm going to send a warning here to those bands, to those chiefs. Not once have I stood against you yet. I've been president for 28 years. The MMF has supported First Nations on all their endeavors. We support them, working with them on their treaty land entitlements. We work with them in trying to ensure their progress. We support their businesses. We use their hotels. I use the Cinnamon Downs every year because it's owned by Pegwas. On and on and on and on. The support we've given back and forth, to show that we need to work together, to show that it takes leadership, it takes partnership for us to advance the challenges our people face. But if you want to fight us now and try to say we don't have rights, we don't have a right to a treaty, that you're not going to support that treaty or respect that treaty, then you're really pushing us now to a place where we don't want to go. I don't want to go there. But trust me, if you push me there, I will use everything in my power to fight you back. I'll go against every treaty land entitlement in this province. I'll drag it to the courts whether I win or lose, just to stall every one of their progress. Every time they have a deal with a business, I will sue them and go after the business that's making a deal. I will try my best to show them what it feels like to disrespect somebody. And I hope those chiefs and their people, I know people, lots of First Nation people, and they respect me. I always treat them with great respect, whether it's fishermen, hunters, people that work in the bush, people that work in the cities. I have great respect for many chiefs who have great respect for me. But all it takes is one or two to start a storm. And this is what Dakota started, and I'll make it very clear. We'll show the history of Dakota. They were never here. If they were here, they were in and out. They were never here. I will always respect the Plains Cree and the Ojibwe that were here before the Métis. And they're part of our relatives. They're part of our family. But they were here before us, and I'll always respect that. So you come to say to us now, after we bled and died and protected even First Nations back in 1870. We battled in 1816. We fought on free trade in 1816. We won that. And we fought again in 1885. We stand with some of the chiefs stood with us, whether it's One Arrow or Big Bear, all of them that stood in partnership with Riel.
Mm-hmm.
But you start thinking now, these younger chiefs today that don't take the time to reflect history, think about the past, but the past leads you to your future. It tells you how to move ahead. But if you don't want to respect history, respect the Métis, and if this lawyer is telling the truth, that he said he's got some chiefs now that are going to play Cree and Ojibwe that are going to take on the MMF, then welcome, come on board. Come on that train ride, because I will guarantee you our train will be full too. We'll be coming right back at you. We're going to collide, we'll collide. But I can't stand to believe this, that it's going to happen, because we've worked so hard to show our relationship and partnership. My grandma lived on reserve, so she was married on reserve. Derek Nepanak's my cousin, from my grandma's side, on and on and on.
Mm-hmm.
I've got Murray Clear Sky, a very good friend of mine. I got, different chiefs and counselors, and Terry Nelson, like on and on and on. You go to FKO, I got good friendships there with the chief, and on and on. But it takes only one or two chiefs to try to represent and make a position, and then the media is going to jump all over that sound like all of them are doing the same. Mm-hmm. So I'm making it very clear. I hope it doesn't happen, because if it does, I will do everything in my power to protect my people and my rights. I guarantee that. And I have the resources to back myself up. We've built a strong economic engine, and we will use our strong economic engine to fight back. So I'm just hoping that lawyer is just trying to, create a storm of some sort, and he's trying to create himself opportunity of jobs and get the people that hire him. But if some chiefs fall for that, then be prepared. We will come, and you know me very well, and my people know me very well. I will defend my people with everything I got, and I am a very skilled leader, and I got a very well knowledge base, and I know how to fight. And whether it's politics or any other field of representing my people, I will fight. So I said this message in 2024, because I hope 2025 doesn't become that. I will deal with the Sioux in the court. But if the Cree and the Ojibwe come at us, but again, if it's only one or two chiefs, I encourage other chiefs to say to them, we do not support you. We don't recognize you taking on our cousins of Métis. Mm-hmm. We have enough big problems ahead of us than fighting our own cousins. So, but if they want to come this way, then we will see them in court, and we'll fight them with everything. And I will go after every deal they make in the future, and I will hold them up in every passage way I can. Anyways, enough of that, but that's part of the 2024 ending. I do not like it, to be honest with you, Naomi.
Yeah.
I'm a partner player. I really like partnerships. I believe in respect. I believe in supporting. Mm-hmm. But if they decide they want to disrespect my people, then I will fight, because I know I have a lot of citizens that are First Nation, that are not chiefs or counselors, but have great respect for me and my people. So with that being said, don't forget, great success also. The CSA funds are going out regularly now. Yeah. That's the Child Special Allowance money. I know I'm getting a lot of inquiries and people saying, where can I get my check? How can I get that? So I'm telling them to contact the right numbers that we have, and then phone, and they have people lined up right through all of January, February, on and on and on. There'll be millions and millions of dollars of checks going out to our people. And generally, we're starting our own initiative. I got the support of my cabinet, the support of the Minister of Finance. Very clearly, we're going to get $5,000 as an advance to the 60 Scoop survivors. And the reason we're doing that is because we're worried that they're dying, they're aging out, and we want to make sure that they see some justice before they leave, because we do not see a government at this point in time prioritizing the settlement of the 60 Scoop for the Métis. So we want to make sure our people, our Red River Métis people, get some justice. And the way to work is we'll give them $5,000, and when they get their settlement, we'll get it back. No interest, just get the same amount back. We'll put it back into our bank, use it for the MMF government. And then if they never get the deal, they don't have to ever pay back. Mm-hmm. There'll be a grant to them and honored by their own government. So again, it's been a hell of a good year. 2024 has been, I think, something I'm very, very proud of. It's with my cabinet. The cabinet worked very hard. The staff, I had a good chance at Christmas party to talk to them and thank them. But again, there was only about 300 staff there, maybe 400. I think we got about 1,300 and something staff in the province now. And so we have a very big footprint in this province. And I just want to thank all the staff for all their hard work, making sure you serve our people, remembering that they're our bosses, remembering that we have an obligation to try our best, work hard to give our people the best service we can, and at the same time trying to address a lot of their challenges and struggles and find solutions for that. And I know our staff work very, very hard on that, and I thank our people for being so patient and being so supportive. And I also thank all the locals and the executives, all those locals that work so hard to keep the pride in the government, the Métis Nation, the Red River people, just strong and proud. And I just think all those locals that work so hard. I can't. There's over 80 active locals in the province, so I want to say thank you to each and every one of them, and think there are people that go to their meetings, support them on their events, and keep on pushing the agenda as best as they can. So again, there's so much going on across the board. I didn't even name all the other programs that are happening, so that'll take too long. But I just want to say again, I look forward to St. Madeleine this year. I hope we have that document already concluded, so we're going to sit down now with the descendants and talk about how do we show honor to the history of St. Madeleine, to the community of St. Madeleine and the past, but also send a message to the present and to the future. So again, that's something I'm looking forward to, because that's long overdue. And again, I think the Premier Waptinu for his leadership. I thank him for recognizing Riel as the first Premier. He made a promise to us at our assembly, and he kept his word. And I just want to thank him again on that, and to say again how proud I am that Wab is a really great leader right now. And I say the word right now because he's going to be struggling. Trust me, but he'll have my support. I have great respect for that man. He's a hell of an orator. He can speak like you wouldn't believe. You never heard him speak. He's an excellent speaker, and I great pride. And of course, I'm very proud of our Métis MLAs. Whether they're there's 5 of them, I believe, in the NDP. There's 1 or 2 in the Conservatives. And of course, there's only 1 Liberal seat in Manitoba provincially. So, but again, I think all those Métis MLAs who don't forget their past and forget their people and forget that they have a relationship with our government. And I want to say again in closing, I want to say happy birthday, 50th birthday, Yvette Spence. She is December 31st, New Year's Eve baby. Pratt Descharmes, Cow, she used to work for us. She's retired. She's another New Year's Eve baby, December 31st. And then happy 49th birthday to Brielle Boudin-Raymer. So he's an Métis consultant works with the Royal Institute and others. And she's celebrating on Christmas Eve either. All Christmas Eve babies.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, good. And of course, there was a political change. I met most of the new ministers when I was in the Liberal Christmas party. Oh, yeah. And I'll continue to work hard in making sure that they don't forget the Red River Métis, and that we continue our partnership with the federal government. And we look forward to ongoing work with the federal government. And all parties have to respect who we are. We are rights-bearing people. We have rights and protection in the Constitution, and we pay taxes by the billions. So I think Canada, no matter which party sitting there, has to make sure that they respect the Métis people and the Red River Métis people, especially us, and recognize that we have a very important role to play. And if we're going to keep on taking our taxes and saying you represent us, then you make sure that there are services and programs that you want to return back our money to us, because we pay so much money in taxes. With that being said, I'll say goodbye, and I look forward to the new year. As I said, I'm taking off to the airport shortly, and I'll be back. I got 2 days of lawyers, and then I'm coming back, and then I'm leaving January 5th. I'm heading out to my annual trip to Palm Springs, go for a couple of weeks, but I got to come back, but I'll be in Toronto again for the court case. And so I won't be around for a while, to be honest with you. I'll be in Toronto, I think, several weeks for that court case.
Right.
So I'll be living off a hotel over there in January. So with that being said, you guys have a very good Christmas and Happy New Year. To the elders, I thank you so much for your guidance. I thank you for your wisdom, your leadership, and your dedication, your honor to your government. And I thank all the young people, too, and that have such vision, and those that are going to universities and colleges and preparing themselves for a good life, a good future with an education and a degree and a good job. I want to commend each and every one of you. And those that are working in labor and construction, I want to thank you. Fishermen, I want to thank you. Our trappers who are buying fur, Even PJ on his birthday was out there helping our fur buyer. He was out in Swan River buying fur. And so that's something that trappers are so proud. I was at my house, and Charles and I came over and visit for a short while. I was in Duck Bay, of course, and he came over and said, boy, I was so proud. He said, when you guys called us and we bought all of our martins, we had 80 martins, and you guys paid $80 flat right across the board. He said, holy man, we were happy. Said, we had a hell of a Christmas. So you look at that, and I don't know if that's going rate. Don't use my numbers.
Yeah.
That's his numbers. He told me that our fur buyer knows what he's got to buy, and we're trying to make sure we help our trappers as much as we can. But there's more and more coming out, both male and female, and I'm very, very proud of that. So I'm very proud to see that happening. But it was good. I want to thank my family in Duck Bay, and I was there with Don came with me for Christmas out there, Don Roulette.
Yeah.
So we were two backsliding out in my house there and cooking our own meals. And then Richard's wife from the Philippines came, and she come and cook us breakfast a couple of days. And so it was good. And my daughter and them came on Christmas Day, and my granddaughter, and John kept his promise. He cooked moose meat, and I still have some moose meat left over here.
Oh, yeah.
It's cooked moose meat. I've been eating it. I ate it driving back. I ate it this morning. So it's just such a treat to have that. So with that being said, again, Merry Christmas to all. Happy New Year to all. And I promise our people, our years will keep on getting better, and we'll continue to advance ourselves, and we will, as I said, defend our rights against all those that come our way. And if they want to work with us, we'll put out the olive branch, and if they want to take it and whip us with that olive branch, then be prepared. We'll be standing up for ourselves. So with everybody, again, good job, by the way, for the year, Naomi and Cowboy. Thank you very much for all the work you do. And Métis Hour is such a great honor, and I miss Ray. I still talk about him in my mind, and as I talk to my mom every morning and every night. And I also say once in a while, hi, Ray, out there. I know he's listening, and he's sure so proud of Métis Hour.
Yeah.
And those that lost loved ones, my condolences go out to you, especially at Christmas time. It's such a hard time. I'm good. I'll close off with this announcement, a positive announcement, on the sense of my nephew, of course, and his partner, Lauren. We're having a premature baby. It was only 24. I forgot a short 24 weeks or something. It was. Everyone was scared, but doctors kept her here in Winnipeg, kept on holding off the birth. She finally had her baby. He's 4 pounds. She's 4 pounds, and he's safe. And, she's got a ways to grow now. And I thank good Lord for giving us the safety of bringing that baby into this world. And Rita, my sister, was so proud. She was phoning me yesterday. She's going to buy a new chair for him for riding in vehicles and things of that nature. So you're just so proud. And anyways, I say hi to Dave Boudon. He just texted me, said have a safe flight, my boss. And of course, I will see everybody when I get back. Again, thank you, everybody. And as for the Métis, stand proud, keep proud, and we will defend your rights no matter what. And we'll always have your back. Take care, everybody.
Thank you for all the work you do, too. And Happy New Year. Safe travels.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All
okay,
right.
bye-bye.
Bye.